Well, I was doing a workshop, a herbal medicine workshop with a very interesting teacher called Stephen Harrod-Booner, who's very respected in his field. And he was talking about how in all indigenous cultures, the people believed that they learnt about what the plants could do, what their medicinal properties and their magical properties were, because the plants told them in dreams and in visions. And that if you were very quiet and careful, you could learn to speak to the plants, so you could find out what they could do. And so I was very interested in this, and I thought it would be a very interesting basis for a book, to the idea that plants have spirits. And so I combined it with the story of this evil man who decides to enslave the spirits of the plants. So he cuts down all the trees and enslaves the spirits of the plants. And that's where I got the basis for the story from. I travelled a lot when I was a child, and we were living in Arabia. I went to India, to Egypt, and in particular I remember spending some time in a houseboat in Kashmir, which was very exciting. And it definitely influenced my desire to tell a story set in India, because the culture and traditions in India are very rich. It's a wonderful place to set a book, and they also have a very strong animistic tradition where they believe that the trees and the plants and the rocks are alive. So it works very, very, very well with the story that I wanted to tell. So yes, it did. It definitely affected my sense of the exotic and of the magical. I didn't deliberately write the book to be cinematic. The way that I write is I do yoga and a lot of meditational practices, and I sometimes receive whole scenes and visions in my mind, which just seem so beautiful and perfect to be part of a story. But then I have to link the scenes together by finding a plot that will bring them together, so that's a little bit difficult. But what that means is that the book is very cinematic, it's very visual, and I think it would make a really fantastic film, and I hope that will happen at some point. Well, I chose a white tiger because white tigers are very beautiful, very special, and tigers live in India, of course, and so I wanted to have a character that would connect the young boy in my book, Sharat, with the world of the spirits. And I chose a tiger because they're one of the animals whose habitat is currently being threatened, because the trees in India are being cut down in order to mine for coal. So I chose a tiger because I love tigers, and I think most other people love tigers as well, and she's a beautiful character. I really enjoy writing about her.